Okay, Billie, message from your spirit guides. You are being yelled at. This is my hey fucking pay attention card. This is a starter card. I left this in the deck. The universe told me, or my spirit guides told me, we need people to understand how important this message is. Okay? This is very, very, very vital to your journey, right? And it's saying, spark of divine. You need to ignite the spark of divine within yourself and realize that you are part of all of this. What you do and how you carry yourself and how you talk to other people matters. Regardless if you see long-term impacts in short-term periods, what you do now affects our future. And the universe is saying, or your spirit guides are saying, we need you to be fucking aware of this. That you do fucking matter, and what you're doing does matter. And it does impact your future. Regardless if you can see the results now or not. You need to be grateful for the abundance and what the universe provides you. Because you've been given, I don't know, I'm getting like a weird form of protection. But you've kind of taken maybe it a little bit for granted. And the universe is kind of saying, hey, we need you to get more a little bit of gratitude for what you actually got and stop being mad at what you don't got. Because sometimes what you don't got is for your own fucking protection. And to find your own bliss. You need to follow a path that you love and that is aligned with your soul. What actually fits your energy? What brings you joy is what ultimately, and peace. And you'll find these answers when meditating. This will bring you meditate in the aspect of searching for your heart energy. You know what I mean? And I'm going to show you something real quick. Okay, so rub your hands together. And then you're going to start at the top of your head. You're going to touch your head. Then you're going to touch your forehead. Then you're going to touch your mouth. And then you're going to touch your neck. And then you're going to touch your heart. And then down to your stomach. Down to your crotch. And touch your feet. And rise up with your hands. Right? And then push that down. Right? But every time you touch, you need to think about how you're feeling when you touch your top of your head. Right? What does that energy feel like surging through your body? What does your brain feel like? What does your head feel like? When you touch your eyes and your forehead, what does that feel like? What are the feelings, the emotions, the smells, the colors? You need to pay attention to those things. Your mouth, the same thing. You know what I mean? Talk. Feel the way, put your hand on your mouth and your throat and feel the way it feels. So you know what it feels like to yourself. So when things are, say you're saying something, you're going to feel that it doesn't feel right. You're going to know. And you need to get trained with these, like in your heart space. So this is talking about your heart space. Feel how your heart beats. Try to see what it sounds like from inside. Pay attention to what each one of these. Specifically, we're talking about your heart chakra. Because this seems to be very pertinent to your journey right now. And it's because this tapping into your heart space, which sparks your soul purpose. That's how you're going to achieve what you're trying to achieve, which is your dreams, your goals, your ambitions. Your spirit guides are saying you need to fucking meditate. And meditation isn't what you see everybody. Do you know what I do for meditation? I turn on some YouTube music, I lay in bed, and I just lay there. And let my brain do the rest. Let the thoughts come in, let them go. Don't even, you know what I mean? Just let it formulate whatever the hell it wants. But I don't hold on to it. Even if it's bad or good, I think about it and we keep shifting through, and whatever's right, by the time I wake up, I've got clarity. And that's what that's about. From your spirit guides. They are telling you, we need you to work on your clarity, your own clarity, not outside source clarity. Now, your angels and ancestors, they are saying that you will be getting a raise or a promotion. Your life will be shifting in a much more opportunistic way. They're saying that you are going to be presented with an opportunity to change your circumstances. But you need to figure out, what is your priority? What is it that you are actually trying to achieve? Not just based on relationships, but based on solely for yourself, not based on children, not based on family members, not based on significant others. Your environment, your physical environment is not what we're focusing on. We're focusing on your internal environment, which will show you what your priorities are in your physical environment. Because blocks are being lifted. You are being given the green light at this point in time in life. And they're saying, buckle up, buttercup, because the opportunities are being presented to you. What you have trouble seeing, what's like there, but seems to be a little bit of out of focus, is you need to release your resentments about money. You need to realize that everything you want and need is already yours. You just need to create the energy for it, the space for it. This is something, space. You need to create this space for it. And to create space, this is some cool thing I learned. So when you let go of people who've hurt you, or any traumas, or any bad situation, whatever it is that's ever happened to you in your entire fucking life, when you let go of that, okay, let me backtrack. When bad things happen to you, when things are hard in your brain, it actually creates more neural networks than joy does, right? So you've got all this extra stuff, brain matter, pathways formulated because of your trauma. Now, if you release that trauma and you stop letting it control your thought process, and you start to heal that and realize shit happens to us, doesn't mean it has to define us. Now you've let go. So now you have all this space, but nothing's occupying it. Now you have space to occupy it with an abundant mindset. You're going to change the way you think, so that since you let go of all this stuff, you're not really holding on to that. So now you have a space to fill it in with things you actually want, like loving relationships, the energy to create that, the boundaries to create that, but you also are creating that for yourself, right? And it's telling you, you'll know, because things that are meant for you aren't going to cause you extreme turmoil, and they're not going to occupy your mind. You're going to be like, all right, that's fine, cool, and then move on to the next thing. And so you need to block out distraction. And these are people, places, and things. People as family members, friends, co-workers, lovers, exes, associates, acquaintances, anybody who tries to come in within your energy that is causing issues. And you can't gaslight yourself. Don't gaslight yourself like it isn't fucking happening, because it is. It could be your mama. It could be your daddy. It could be your sister. It could be your brother. It could be your lover. It could be your adult children if you fucking got them. These things, you gotta accept them for what they are. I know that it's not easy, but it's more loving to accept them than to lie about them. And right now, there are lies that you're telling yourself, and it's telling you to stop lying to yourself and block out these distractions, whether they be your family members, whether they be lovers, whether they be alcohol, drugs. If there are things that you are doing that are causing you to act out of a character, a negative energy, you know what I mean? And in this case, something to do with shopping, acquiring material things. You need to step out of that I want to be shiny but not golden mentality, is what I'm hearing. And I'm not trying to, I don't know you. So I definitely, but this is what I'm getting told, is that you look at things like, maybe it's purses, maybe it's shoes, maybe it's clothes, maybe it's jewelry, maybe it's nice cars or a nice house. You need to stop looking at those as those will make you valuable. They don't add value. They just add glitter. They don't make you any better of a person. They don't make you a good person. They don't make you a helpful person. They don't do any of those things. You get to decide whether you do those things. And you need to remove that bound because it's binding you. This ideology has created a bound around the way you're able to formulate new pathways for yourself. And it's saying you need to heal that because the things that you heal will eventually turn into the things that you desire. So if you want those nice things, you need to heal the attachment to them and the idea that they make you a better person or they make you more valuable, because they don't. They just make you shiny. Your higher self is telling you you need to get into that authentic energy. Part of you knows this already about yourself. You're very much consciously aware that you are fighting this internal battle of is this really the life for me? Is this the things that I want? I know these things look good, but when I'm in this energy of them, they don't feel good. And that is where you need to work on your energetic protection. You need to create that shield. When something is presented to you, you need to have that conversation, not with anybody else, but with your ancestors, your spirit guides, and the universe. And the thoughts that come to your mind. Is this aligned with me? No? Okay. Boundary. And the more you practice this, it becomes natural. An unconscious decision where you're like, no, not today. And your higher self is saying, I need you to get used to doing this because we need protection. Your current status is leaving you unprotected from psychic attacks, ones against your mental health. And that brings me back to the distracted, block out distractions, and back to your abundance, and then the tower moment. They all intertwine. Right now, the circumstances that you're currently in are infecting your energetic field. And your higher self is saying, we need you to pay attention to this because we are being attacked. We are being overrun by energies that are not of our own. Right? Moon phases. Night owl. This is something that's happening during the evening. Waning crescent, supermoon, and moon dancer. Now, these ones I have to use the book because, well, I don't usually do these, but I was called to do them today, which is weird. So we'll pick up. There it is. Moon owl is wisdom, study, intelligence. All right. The information is being brought to you, is being presented to you. Interesting. Okay, that makes sense. That's what I thought. Okay. So you are being presented the information. You have moments of where your intuition is kicking in. You also have someone with maybe extra perceptive abilities around you, or like, you know what I mean? But it's being revealed to you to try to empower you and make you more. It's almost trying to, like, this energy right now that is being presented to you during this moon cycle is to get you moving. So the moon is trying to shift your energy right now. That would be appropriate with all the super moons and the Friday the 13th. Right in your storyline. We'll get to that one. 4 cups. That's what I thought. 4 swords. 6 of... And what were we talking about? Okay, so right, we got the Four of Cups. We have got, I want to say, emotions coming in, and I should get this one. That's funny. That's even funnier. Why are you being so difficult? But it's that, see it? Yeah, okay. Your storyline is you are needing to work on introspection, right? You need to take a look at what you got. You need to stop being so, like, here, to me, the book says that you're in despair, but I'm not reading this. It's like you're slowly, like you're looking at your cups and you're like, okay, I got this. But you're just, to me, this is reading dissatisfaction with your own situation. And then, you know, your situation is it's killing your options. This dissatisfaction that you have right now, it is making it hard for the universe to give you the options that you want. You know, you've got a lot of internal looking that you need to be doing, all right? So that you can move away from certain situations and bring justice for yourself, right? Right now, there's personally, I think there's a circumstance in your life where you're being so hard on yourself that this introspection is not benefiting you. To me, this is somebody who looks at it like it's a good thing. But the way you're going about it isn't necessarily healthy, because these things are the things you're looking at. They're shiny. Again, back to the consumer consciousness. The things that the way you're looking at yourself is based on a consumer consciousness and not a spiritual consciousness. And you need to put, like I said, you need to stop thinking that way and start thinking of it as in making time for yourself, making room for your own self, and move away from those things that don't resonate. I don't use them. Okay. Look at them all together, Elizabeth. Stop being weird. All right, well, we got the Three of Wands, the Moon, and the Six of Cups. You going forward, this justice will make you go forward. This is going to cause you to take steps to find a new mission for yourself, a new direction to move. And you got the Moon card. So this is going to be revealing stuff to you. This is going to be illuminating things that you, from your, we got the Six of Cups, which is mostly, a lot of people are like reflecting on cuteness, but this is more of childhood. This is inner child wounds. This is inner child, or inner self reflection of the way things used to be. And it is going to show you that the way things used to be aren't the way they should be. Now, I have a specific question, and I'm going to ask, who is most pertinent in this change? The good news and happiness. This is somebody who's being sneaky. This has to do with family and home. Okay, so there is someone in your home who created a bond with you, but has been deception. And it is saying this person has purposely created this deception in your household. They would like to take from you. They are trying this. It's a man. So we got the gentleman here. There is a man in your life right now who is purposely causing. They're actively, like, this person knows that they're fucking with you. And you need back to block out distractions, meditate, figure this out. Figure out what this tower moment is. Figure out what this betrayal and the deception is. You need to figure out who this person is. And it's a man. Particularly in this particular scenario that's really impacting the direction you're going at this moment. There's a man who's causing mental conflict. And you need to recognize and remove that person. Whether it's a lover, a parent, a sibling, a child, coworker, friend, you need to cut this person out. They are purposely hurting you. And they're very consciously aware that they're not filling your cup up. And they're purposely not doing that. And that is where your karma's playing in. Is that you're giving people the power over you. You're giving people the power to control you. Based on your consumerism. Whatever it is that you take in. Whether it's sex, shopping, food, shiny things. This person is using these things to control you. And you need to be conscious of this. Because this is what's been slowing down your journey. And once you're able to set boundaries with people who do this to you and recognize that they're doing it, this is where the elevation and change starts to come in. And from there, I mean, your authentic self says you know. Let's see, future. One future card. After you get through this, your next step will be your self-love journey. Working on your sacral chakra, pouring into your solely pouring into your energy. Right now, you are distracted. Right now, there is something that is blocking you from being able to cultivate the energy that you want to cultivate. You know, and this can be, hold on. We're going to ask one more question before we end this. Is this person a lover? Sacral again. Yes, this is somebody who had you in a third-party situation, and you have been hoping to God that if you stay loyal beyond toxic, that they will change. This is somebody who's betrayed you, and you know this, and you have chosen to forgive them. But they don't give a fuck whether you've forgiven them. They actually are glad that you forgave them for them to keep doing. Because I'm getting this person, they get off on being this way towards you. It excites them. I can almost see someone going back to another group of people and laughing like, oh, I just did this and this bitch don't even know type scenario. But clearing this up will send you into a whole nother shift. But right now, you can't go nowhere until you start taking charge of this scenario. That is where your karma is coming from. This is why things feel difficult. This is why you feel unsettled and restless. Is because there are particular people, particularly a masculine energy, but there are more than one, for sure. But I think once you're able to tackle this masculine, the rest will fall like dominoes. It's like right now, this person's got you so mentally conflicted that you can't see through other people's bullshit. Like you see it, but your willpower to do something about it, you do. It's almost like you do more complaining about them than actually cutting them off. Like, why do I fuck with this bitch? I know she's this way, and this bitch did this, but then you hit them up. Or they hit you up. When they hit you up, you answer. Knowing that they've been trifling. This could be a family member. This could be parents. I mean, This is like, right now, it's almost like an interconnected web. Like, people are in your circle are working with each other to try to keep you bound within this connection. Because they notice that you have an energy they prosper off of. And this might be you keeping people around because you benefit from them. Regardless of who's benefiting from who, this dynamic is unhealthy and it's hurting you the most at this point in time. You know, I can't really tell you about what they got going on because, well, I don't have permission. But what I do have permission is to tell you is, if you do this and you don't be revengeful and you don't be petty and you don't get your lick back, these people will get what they deserve. It might take a little time because there might be other people attached who haven't learned how to, but you could be setting the example in your own circle on how to do that and how to transmute that energy. And I'm being instructed to tell you, when you think of transmuting your energies, let's say you're wanting to get this, like, okay, I'm going through this and I just need to let it go. Imagine your body is a tree, your hair is the branches, and your feet are the roots. And ground yourself. I don't care if you're in a car, you're in a house, you're in your bed. You don't need, as much as people, I mean, touching the grass directly and touching a tree directly does help. It mainlines you. But everything is made up of everything. So no matter where you do it, you're connected. Whether you're sitting in an airplane thousands of feet in the sky, you're still connected. It might be not as strong as if you were planted on the firm ground of Mother Earth, who we were built from. But when you imagine yourself, your body is the tree, and your arms and your hair are the branches, and your feet are the root system. When you start to think about those things and you want to cleanse that energy, imagine it going into the ground, whether your feet are solid on the ground or you're sitting cross-legged on the bed. Picture it going, the sun coming into you and flowing out into the ground. Sun coming into you and flowing out. And when the sun comes into you, you imagine healthy stuff coming in and the bad stuff coming out. And asking Mother Earth and the universe to transmute that into something that raises the collective conscious. Don't do it for yourself. Give back to the people. And in return, what's coming in for you is you, and what you're letting go is for others. And let that transmutation happen so Mother Earth can give people what they deserve. And you provide that energy to help assist Mother Earth in either it being good or bad. That's up to the person who's receiving, and you don't get to choose. You just get to give. And that's something to do with your soul purpose. And eventually this will make sense to you in your future. But I hope this helps. The universe loves you. I love you. Blessed be the universe. And bye.